Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we have another star-studded matchup here tonight. The Cyclones taking on the Rangers, and this is a calculated division matchup here, CJ. And with that, the Cyclones are obviously at the bottom of the calculated division. However, the Rangers are coming off of getting swept last week. What do you think that does to the mindset of both of these teams?
Being swept in any game will deter your mindset. You just have to forget about the game and move on and take this as a new game because you're not first in the same team and you have to really fight for your spot.
Absolutely, and we have the new lobby up here ready to go. We're just waiting for the two squads to get here. We do have a short-timed prediction here to get this game rolling, and we did cash out for those of you who voted for Astro Gaming last series. The records might look like these teams are a little far apart here, CJ, but who do you think is going to take the cake here tonight?
I think that this is going to be as close, if not even closer, than the game we just casted. I think this game will be in overtime many times because I think that both teams are equally matched.
No doubt about it, and it is really hard to call when the competition is as close as it is. Throttle Dog was an all-star last season for Clarity United, now stepping into a captainship role, leading one of the new expansion teams, the Rangers. And on the flip side, Nightleaper in his sophomore season played last season with the Hammerheads and drafted with the #1 overall pick. He drafted Kachow, who is right now considered to be the leading contender for Rookie of the Season and playing very, very well. And as you mentioned, these teams are very close all around. There's a lot riding on this match. If the Cyclones sweep, that'll bring them closer to the Rangers. That'll tie them with the Rangers. But the Rangers have the chance here to catch back up to the Three Rocketeers and the Hammerheads.
Exactly, and as you said it, Cyclones can sweep. They become drawn with the Rangers. If they do not sweep, they will stay at their positioning, and they have to fight and fight and fight a lot harder to get back into those runs.
No question about it, and that's the glorious thing about this league is that it can go on a week-to-week basis because you're playing 3 games a week. A 2-1 series is a series win, but nonetheless, that one loss could make or break your season in any facet. So you got to be mentally prepared for 15 minutes of Rocket League at least.
Exactly, and as we saw, that game didn't last 15 minutes, the one we just casted. We had overtime after overtime, and we had the closest games I have seen for a while in the QRLS. And now we've got 2 teams equally matched, just like the last one, and they're going to clash head on head, and I cannot wait to see what it brings.
Yeah, this is really exciting. The calculated division is considered to be one of the more stacked divisions in the QRLS. A lot of talent there, a lot of stuff riding on a lot of the top players, and I can't wait to see how this plays out. We are just waiting for the Cyclones to hit the lobby here, and then we will be underway, and it looks like they are finally filtering in. We're back at Champions Field, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second match of 3 of a triple header here on QRLS tonight. And, this is week 5. And, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the trade deadline is this week. So, at the moment a week 6 stream starts, CJ, and or a week 6 match starts that isn't streamed, there are no trades allowed, period, after that point in the league. And, for any of the lower ranked teams that might be looking to make a change, this is their last chance.
Exactly, and they're going to have to make that decision quick because that week 6 is coming up faster than they can imagine, and these teams are already equally matched. Can they drop one and become not equally matched, or can they bring one in and take themselves to the next level?
Absolutely, and we have players hitting the field, and that means we have Rocket League underway. The Rangers taking on the Cyclones. This is going to be a good one. Kachow and Throttle Dog on the pitch here. Let's see how this plays out. Game number 1 underway. Calculated division getting going. Zavri, Throttle Dog on the face-off now. Avoidable Clown off that back wall. Pass to himself off the top post. No! Sea-Strife doesn't quite get there in time. Already a slew of offensive pressure by the Rangers.
Yeah, and as we see, this is anyone's ball game. We've just started the match, 4 minutes 40 seconds, and we already have a lot of offensive pressure coming out from...
And with that, Throttle Dog now trying to get that clear into the offensive zone. Doesn't quite get it. We see now the Avoidable Clown squeezes one by, gets the friendly roll, and we have a goal here, CJ.
Oh my god. Already, 4 minutes 25 in, and we have a goal for the Rangers. They need to continue pushing like this and keep the game in their favor, as one goal means everything in this series, as we saw last game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and that was a great job there by Avoidable Clown to roll that in. Beautiful demo by Sea-Strife, and we have now Zavri up in the air. Doesn't quite get what he wants there, and we see more pressure here by the Cyclones. Lot riding on this match for them. Beautiful save by Kachow.
And as you said, last games were close, and we've got one goal, and we've seen this before. Any team can take this, and we know how much this means to both teams, and so do they, and their nerves are going to be high out the roof as we get shots and pressure coming from Cyclones.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you to don't forget to check out our merch stores that are linked in the Twitch chat link tree below here on the channel. Go check out all the new mouse pads, hats, hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and all the QRLS merch that you could possibly think of here tonight. We do have a coupon up right now, so go get these things on sale for a limited time. 3:22 remains. Throttle Dog, back wall pass, bounce. Nobody there. Zavri with a great clear. Kachow up in the air, looking for something spicy. Off the back wall, nobody home. Night Leaper patiently waiting on the defensive, gets that clear, and Throttle Dog's right there to follow it up.
And we get more offensive pressure coming from the Rangers, trying to prove themselves, just like Astro did last game. They're going to push and push and push until one team either cracks or scores on their net.
Great 50 by Kachow, who's the rookie leader in goals so far this season. And we now see Avoidable Clown with the bicycle at the mid, trying to get something going. Night Leaper pushes into the offensive zone. Top down goes the ball. Zavri can't get the 50. We see now a rotation by the Cyclones. Great job by Kachow to challenge. A lot of pressure here halfway through this game, but other than that one slow roller, it's really no clear advantage here until we see the banger by Throttle Dog.
And as we see, Avoidable Clown is always in position waiting for these passes, and we see this in every single one of the games they've ever played. We can see that he is trying to make himself a presence in this team, and if he wasn't there, who knows what would happen in that play.
No doubt about it. Avoidable Clown doing great things on the field for that one. Gets the touch in the air as we talk about it. Sea-Strife doesn't quite get the shot he looked for. What a great opportunity they had there. But nonetheless, we are ticking down. 2:10 remaining. Kachow wants to even this thing up. Gets the 50. What a save by Sea-Strife.
And as you can see, Rangers have the 2-goal cushion. They just have to play for possession, and that is it. They can hold out this entire game as long as they do not let a ball slip past them.
Kachow now pushing into the offensive zone. No boost, no problem. Flick! What a save by Throttle Dog.
Oh my, that was almost impossible to keep out. The perfect precision of that shot, and then you get the good save, and another shot coming straight back down from midfield. Good save by Throttle.
Beautiful save, yes, by Throttle Dog indeed. And now we see Kachow trying to get this thing going. He's trying everything he can to put this thing in the net, but the Rangers defense is bending but not breaking.
Cyclones need to stop the double commits, because it leads to this. They've been scored on again. That's 3 in the past 5 minutes.
Great job there by Sea-Strife reading the bounce. Night Leaper tried desperately to get that near post, but nonetheless, a 3-goal lead by the Rangers sees them pulling away with this one with 1:17 remaining.
As we can see, the Rangers, they've got their rotation, and they have every player in the position they need to be as Throttle reads the pass, the save, the clear, and he's now backing off, and now you got another player just there. Their presence is amazing.
Ka-chow looking for the pass off. Gets the 50 there, courtesy of the Rangers, and now Seastripe looking to win this thing in the corner. And a huge, big shout out to Alec Big, who we just saw on stream in the last match, getting the subscription. Thank you very much, sir. You are one of the league greats, if you ask me, subscribing for 4 months there, CJ. We love to see the community support.
Absolutely, in 4 months, that's a huge figure. That's a lot of time, as the pressure is still trying to be in Cyclones' hands, but Rangers isn't making it easy.
Cyclones need a goal just to save face at this point. Do you think they're already calming about game number 2?
Possibly. They're possibly just letting this game play out and just letting it be, because game 2 is really where it's going to matter. They are not going to be able to bring this game back, unfortunately, with 4 seconds on the clock, but they can score 1 for morality.
No doubt about it, and game number 2 will tell all tales as the Rangers take game number 1, and we will see how the Cyclones can respond here, CJ. You know, all of the shot totals coming from Ka-chow in this one for the Cyclones, whereas the Rangers, all 3 Rangers had a goal.
Absolutely, and the pressure is in Rangers' hands. The Rangers need to keep this pressure and push, because that's what's going to get them the win. Cyclones need to counter that. They already have 4 saves on the board. They need to double that and get that pressure going.
No question about it. Throttle Dog leading his team to victory here. Look at the stat sheet for the Rangers. You know, all the saves, all the assists, all the goals. What a great stat stuffer for them in game number 1. But the Cyclones, you know, are going to be responding heavy.
Exactly, and as you can see, as you said, stats are really close for the Rangers, whereas the Cyclones, they need to get that game together and push as hard as they can in game 2, because that's what's going to matter.
And we will see how this thing fares here in game number 2, CJ. These games have been so much fun. Can't wait to see how this plays out.
As you said, yeah, these games are very fun. And as we get into kickoff for game number 2 of this series, the second series of the night, and we are going into kickoff between Rangers and Cyclones.
Absolutely. Here comes the countdown, and we are underway. Ka-chow, unavoidable clown, a demo at the face-off.
Demo already. You can see that the Rangers really want this. It means everything to them. And you've got the Cyclones pushing back now. Great 50. And they're going to be on the wall, ready for it. And taking it round the bend.
And remember, if the Rangers sweep here tonight, they will be tied for the division lead, CJ.
Exactly, and they need that. They want that. That's why they're fighting so hard. They need to win this and sweep this game. But I think it's going to be near down impossible with the way Cyclones are playing.
No doubt about it, Ka-chow, and especially in this league in general, it is so hard to get a sweep here in the QRLS. There's only been so many in the history of the league. Night Leaper bounce shot. What a great save there by Seastripe, not being phased by the bounce. Seastripe now on the other end gets the goal. He goes coast to coast.
And the Rangers are just picking apart at Cyclones, and they are succeeding in that. Shot bottom right as one jumps and is fooled by the aerial presence.
Great prowess there by Seastripe to get that thing in, and we now have a new game. 1 goal lead by the Rangers. Night Leaper into the corner, looks for the pass, trying to scrum it here. Pass, Throttle Dog gets it, squeezed by. We now see off that top post, nobody home, bar down. We see now avoidable clown, back pass, Throttle Dog with a great clear. Sometimes those backwards touches, CJ, can really benefit.
Oh yeah, you can get a really good air dribble start from them, and who knows what can happen then. And as we look at the stats on the scoreboard, we can see that the Rangers are bringing back what they had last game, whereas Cyclones aren't fighting as hard as what they should be. They need to bring this game back, and they need to do it, and they need to do it now.
No doubt about it, the Cyclones are down 1-0 in this series, and Throttle Dog gets the goal here to put them up by 2.
Nobody's back on the Cyclones half. They're not being there for each other, and that's what's really putting them away. They need to fix up their rotation, come back harder, and punch through the defensive side of Rangers.
No doubt about it. Plenty of time to do it here, CJ. 3:18 remaining. But as you mentioned, they really got to kick into gear now. And hopefully on the backs of their captain, Night Leaper here, as he gets that clear off that back wall. Good shout. Trying to get the clear now. Night Leaper pushes into the offensive zone, but Avoidable Clown is right there. Throttle Dog pisses it up into the offensive zone. Sea Strife. Bounce shot. What a touch by Night Leaper to get that thing out of goal path.
And Chow keeping the game alive, trying to clear it, trying to get some pressure for the Cyclones to get them feeling the momentum. All the momentum is currently in the Rangers' half, and if they keep it that way, it's going to be really hard to push back.
2:39 remains. The Cyclones trying to get this methodical offense going, trying to get something going here. They have been scoreless to this point in the series, looking to put one in the back of the net. As soon as you break that get the monkey off your back and get that first goal, that can really unleash the Kraken, figuratively speaking.
Exactly as you say it. We've seen it numerous times before in series before this. In many other series, we've seen it. That one goal creates the immense pressure and gives the team the ability to bounce back.
Night Leaper at the mid, pass to Kachow. Kachow, no boost, no problem. Gets the 50, pass up. This one's on goal path. No, nobody home. Kachow turns, follows. Pass there. Throttle Dog gets the clear. Night Leaper pushing it back in the offensive zone. The Cyclones are keeping pressure up. They just can't find any shots on net.
And this is the rotation the Cyclones needed to come with at the very beginning. They needed this rotation to keep the ball on the Rangers' half until they cracked. The Rangers have momentum and it's going to be hard to knock them off, but you need to fight, and you need to fight now.
And what a redirect by Kachow, but what a save by Throttle Dog. That was a cracked touch there.
And exactly as I'm talking about it, they crack off an amazing shot, but it cannot get past the defense of very active Rangers.
No question. 1:10 remaining, 70 seconds to go with the Cyclones and the Rangers here in game number 2. Rangers took game number 1, looking to take the series here tonight. A win in game number 2 will tie them for second place in the division, and a sweep will tie them for first. So a lot riding on it for them here. And Throttle Dog trying to lead his team to victory, but a great 50 by Night Leaper as the captains meet at the mid.
This game is getting close to an end. Cyclones need to score within the next 20 seconds, otherwise it's going to be very hard for them to bring this back.
35 seconds to go. Zavri off the sidewall, gets the boost, goes up, can't get the shot. Kachow trying to get something going, can't get the shot he's looking for as well. Gets by one man, gets the 50 and another. Net's wide open, and they can't get the touch they need. That's a heartbreaker.
The net was wide open and the ball just comes right on the post and does not go in. Cyclones are going to be really hurt by the one, but need to let it go if they want a chance to keep this series in way.
No question about it. You know that one stings. We've all been in that situation. The hardest net to hit is one that's wide open. Am I right?
Yep, you're not wrong. As we've seen numerous times before, as we've experienced as Rocket League players ourselves, they are the hardest shots to hit when all the pressure's on you and all the people are watching you because it's an open net.
No question about it. And with that being said, the Rangers officially tie themselves in second place in the calculated division, and a win in game number 3, CJ, will tie them for first. How close are these standings, man? Wow.
They are insanely close, and as you said, one win can take them to first, tied for first. And that is some insane numbers. And as we can see, speaking of numbers, the Cyclones have been able to knock the numbers away from Rangers, but not to the point where they're going to be able to bounce back, and they need to keep hammering at them.
No question. And, you know, there is a lot riding on this, not only for the Rangers, but for the Cyclones as well. They really need to get something going here on offense. Have not scored a goal yet tonight.
Exactly, and they need that. Even if it's one goal can mean the world to a team that's at the bottom as this team is right now. They've lost 2 of the 3 games, and they need to get a win here. And they are going to give it their all, and I know that.
Without a doubt, I can't wait to see how everything plays out. 5 minutes to go here in this series. Night Leaper and his Cyclones looking to prevent being swept. Meanwhile, the Rangers looking to get themselves a tie for the division lead in the calculated division. Zavri pushes to Kachow. What a great play there. Kachow pushing to the offensive zone. Sea-Stripe is there. What can we witness here in game number 3? Can the Cyclones get that nail breaker? No! What a great shot by Throttle Dog.
And that's gonna hurt their momentum. As we see a new rotation coming out from Cyclones, you can see it when you focus on the first around 22 seconds of that game. You could see their new rotation, and it was working for them up until that point.
4:38 to go. What a great shot by Throttle Dog, who's really bouncing back after getting swept last week. Can't wait to see how this one fares out, because if they come off of a sweep, with a sweep, that's honestly such a momentum swing for them, and that'll really just turn their season around, quite frankly, especially to start the second half.
Exactly, and as you said it, if they get this sweep off of a sweep, they are gonna feel like that sweep that they just got against them is nothing, because they just sweeped another team.
Absolutely, you're only as good as your last match. And you see now 4 minutes to go. A beautiful demo by Sea-Stripe. He's running it backwards. He's getting this thing back into his zone to reset the offense. And then we mentioned that in game number 2, those back shots are really ones that can be very beneficial.
Exactly as you say, and we get good offensive pressure coming from the Rangers, but the Cyclones aren't able to get it out of their side, and that's what's keeping them down. They need a goal, and they need it soon if they want their momentum to be shifted.
We see now 3:26 to go. We have a very crucial game here for the Cyclones.
Yeah, as you
into
said.
the offensive zone. Nobody home, and a shot on. Kachow gets the save.
And as you said, all teams are playing, and they're playing in the closest games they could have ever played. And in the QRLS, we are delivering high quality, close matches where all emotions are put into it.
And 2:54 to go. Avoidable clown again. Look at this. The back passes, the clock killing plays. This is honestly calculated Rocket League.
And the goal slips through, and now Rangers are 2-0, exactly like all the other games have been. This isn't looking good for Cyclones, but there is enough time to bring this back as long as they fight.
No doubt about it. I mean, 2 goals has been scored in less than a second if you want to get technical in the history of Rocket League. But with that being said, I can't wait to see how this thing plays out. With halfway into this game, the Cyclones are now on the brink of being swept here, and they need something fast.
Exactly, and here we go. This is the time they need. Can they center this and get a good offensive? It's centered. Can someone get there to score him? But both players are backing off for Cyclones.
No question about it. We see now Cyclones finally turning the heat up. Kachow patiently fielding this thing in his own zone, off the sidewall, up in the air, aerial, looks for the 50. What a great save by Throttle Dog.
And another great save by Throttle Dog, and the pressure is on. Cyclones is battling back, and they're doing it in the brink of time. They need a goal, and they need it soon if they want the odds to be in their favor.
1:44 to go. We see now Throttle Dog kissing this thing into the offensive zone, watching that clock tick down. Cyclones trying to get the shot on. Night Leaper, nobody home. Zavri in the corner, looking for the pass down to Kachow. Nobody home there. Great defense by the Rangers, and they get one past the D, and another one for good measure.
And the Cyclones have done it again. They've overcommitted all of their pressure to the offense and not left a single man back to clean up the defense. You cannot do that in Rocket League, especially when the odds are highly against you.
1:20 to go, and this is honestly a tale of 2 teams at this point. We have not seen a goal by the Cyclones here tonight, and another one there by the Rangers, courtesy of Avoidable Clown.
I think this game is in the favor of Rangers. There is no way, and the possibility of Rocket League, that Cyclones can bring this back unless they get kickoff goal after kickoff goal after kickoff goal after kickoff goal.
We see now 1:07 to go. Great pass there again! The Rangers are just on another level here tonight.
The Rangers are hammering the nail in the coffin. They don't want to lose this series. They want the sweep, and they are getting it. There is no possible way, and they are making sure of it, that Cyclones can bring this back.
Great opportunity. 60 seconds to go. Cyclones are, I am sure, going to take a lot of reconsideration here after tonight. Give Throttle Dog the hat trick.
And it's another one, and another one being pounded into the back of the net of the Cyclones, and there's nothing they're doing about it. These are 3 goals for the Rangers, 3 statistics, and they're pushing it.
We have less than a minute, and we have 6 goals here by the Rangers. Honestly, this is a great performance by them, considering the sweep that they took last week to the 3 Rocketeers, and this is honestly going to tie them with the 3 Rocketeers in the calculated division standings, and I cannot wait to see that rematch, especially after this slew of momentum that we saw here tonight. Kachow up in the air. Can't get anything there, as he's now pushing by the defense, looking for something spicy. Off the ceiling, Zavri's there. Puts one on, no, nobody home.
And as you said, momentum is everything. This rematch that we're going to get to see is going to be insane because both teams are coming off the momentum.
We see now clock ticking down, and the Rangers will get the brooms out. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a historic moment for the Rangers, as this will be their first sweep in franchise history.
What 3 games could have ever expected that dominance coming from Rangers?
No question about it, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, this was honestly still such a fun match to watch. Can't wait to see how the next one fares. The Spectres will be taking on the Gold Diggers. We are going to put the stream down and get the new one up and get the new lobby running. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere.